everyone, and welcome back to Fleet Plays Rule the Waves 3, the Imperial China. We're back. We're back with the Sino-Russian War, Part 2. Now, I think we sank a Russian light carrier, and our American allies are possibly on the verge of joining the war. We hope. But we'll have to see how that goes. For now, however, let's get right into it. So, we've accepted back into service our battle cruiser, Sea High. Her sister is 2 months away from her rebuild. We've still got all of our carriers, although some of our older carriers are getting a little bit worn out. We have the second battle cruiser being completed. Then once she's done, we can resume work on the carrier, hopefully. We still have... actually, we probably need to finish the subs to make up for war losses. We don't want to lose. Because we do have a large submarine fleet. That's the thing. Hey! Timu is subscribed with Prime for 9 months. Thank you, Timu. Yeah, coming up on a year soon, isn't it? It's incredible. But yeah, so here we are. I'm not too pleased with our heavy cruisers, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. They were ships built under the terms of a peace treaty that I had to deal with, so they were the largest capital ships I could realistically build, and I mostly built them just to keep the yards occupied. I don't know whether I'm going to keep them or convert them into missile cruisers. In fact, actually, let me look at the logistics of that. What if I turn them into a proto-battle carrier? That would be weird. I could probably do it. Nah, I'd probably just build another carrier. If I remove the aft turret, and then we use that space to carry... Oh, we can't. Oh, that's no good. So why can't you carry anti-ship missiles? Yeah, she can't. So they can't carry. What would I get if I converted them into carriers? Well, they'd be small, to be sure. The smallest light carriers we possess. And they're only carrying 19 aircraft, which is not great. If you rebuilt the engines... and gave them an angled flight deck and deck edge lifts, I could have them as fighter carriers. And the cost would be fairly cheap. It would only take 10 months to do. And then have 2 flight deck catapults. We could actually do that. And they'd be more useful in this form than they would be as... I'm going to keep them in the fleet for now, and I'm keeping that on in the back of my mind. Right, okay. Next. A battle. Convoy defense near Korea. So, let's see. Oh, the Russian Navy refused to come out. A carrier battle. Okay, so... we do still have the advantage, and Saratoga is leagues better than any of the Russian carriers. So I am fairly confident taking this. We also have the battlecruiser Siha, who has proven herself very effective. Although there is the problem of the Russian battlecruisers, which are very, very nasty ships. Very nasty indeed. Night is falling, though, so we'll have to see how we go. And I don't know if... where is the battlecruiser for? Oh, she's... Okay, so she's acting as heavy escort for the carriers, and we can't do... I don't think any of our aircraft or any of theirs are rated for night ops. No, we're not. So the best thing to do is to steam up and down. We don't want to run into them. I don't think our air crews or theirs are rated for night ops. We also don't have carrier airborne early warning either, which we probably need. When's daylight? 8 hours. It's alright. There will be time. So, while I'm waiting, let's get everything organized. So we want a heavy cap, as we always do. We want a two-phase search, as we always do. But yeah, after this battle, I really need to have a look at our air wings and see if we can't put in the efforts to get our air crews night trained. Especially on Sino-Russia, former US battlecruiser turned carrier Saratoga. Yeah. If... Yeah, Yeah, so she needs night-capable fighters. Okay, aircraft going out. Let's see what we can find. Send up our air wings, see what our aircraft actually find. Anything? Come on, somebody give me a sighting report. Okay. Some of our cap has just shot down. And then... An incoming, Oh god, yeah, they just... Wow. They just chewed up an incoming strike. So the question is... But we have no sighting reports of the enemy carriers. None at all. I had hoped our land-based aircraft would find them, but no, it looks like we're going to get hit first. Our heavy cap... Wow, okay, our cap just completely chewed up that strike. Okay, our aircraft are going... Right, contact! Got you, you Russian swine. Right, let's go get them. I'm doing a full deck load from Sino-Russia. And the CVLs are going to contribute a heavy strike package of torpedo bombers. There we go. Okay. CV's course now north. So we're going to put it somewhere here, because that gives us the ability to probably get both targets. And I'm hoping that when this strike package goes out, there it is. It's got heavy escort. Okay. Okay, light jet fighters are attacking our aircraft, but our aircraft are fighting back. Okay, yep. Torpedo bombers have found the enemies. They're going in. Okay, they're dropping on a destroyer and... Well, we found a light carrier. That which is confirmed. 2 bomb hits on a heavy cruiser. Another set of bomb hits on a heavy cruiser. Oh, here we go. And I think... Can we do it again? Yeah, we can absolutely do it again. The light carriers can absolutely sortie another strike. Especially now that we know where the enemy is. We have fresh intelligence on them. We can absolutely launch another strike. Okay, so bombed a corvette. More guided bombs coming in. Good lord. Jiminy Christmas, boys. Missiles and bombs are being unleashed. Something's been hit by a missile. It should give me that. Never mind. Okay, so latest report is enemy carriers still in that area. We didn't take too many losses actually doing that. AA crews decimated by strafing. Very good, boys. Very good. Very good. That's what we like. Okay, here we go. Torpedo bombers have gone in. One torpedo hit. Weather's going to limit air ops, but I think we can get a strike away. There's a short period of bad weather. Right, let's do it again. Get me a full strike package ready to go. What was the last report we had? Latest report indicates apparently that the carrier was off to the north behind the cruisers. That's fine. Oh, okay, you can't do guided. You can take a heavy bomb load instead. First carrier div, they're going to do the same again, so we're going to launch a heavy torpedo wave, and we're going to try and knock out the enemy carriers, because we've clearly dropped some bombs on a surface force. That much is clear. But what I don't know is they're trying to hit back, but this is where our heavy cap really does come in. It's one of the reasons why Sino carries as many fighters as she does. You can play as a lower tier power, but you need to have the fighters. Okay. Apparently torpedoes have found a heavy cruiser, which has then been hit by a torpedo. Very good. Don't know where the enemy carrier is. But I really hope that we find and bomb it. I hope. Okay, enemy light cruiser found. Got a lot of attacks on cruisers and destroyers, but nothing to do with CVLs right now. That's what I want. I want to see strikes on... I want to see strikes on enemy... I want to see strikes on enemy carriers. That's what I wanted to see, and I didn't see many of them. I only hope our bomb and torpedo hits on the cruisers did some damage. If we can't pin down the enemy carriers, we're... Okay, never mind. We did actually pin down an enemy light carrier. The enemy's full-size carrier got away, but we did manage to... Hang on, they had no heavy cruisers. Were they misidentifying the light carrier as a... Yeah, they must have been. Yeah, she took a 1,000-pound bomb to a... Yeah, and she just burnt... Yeah, she just burnt herself out of control. With a 1,000-pound bomb to the superstructure. Novosibirsk did also take damage. She's the Russian large carrier. She took a torpedo hit, but she managed to survive that. The Orel was hit by a torpedo. And one of our ships basically suffered a breakdown. That's a shame. Yeah, I'm sure we hit more than that. But hey, a sunk carrier is a sunk carrier. It's still a win. And I will take it. Nice. Well done, lads. Well done. Large shrapnel AA shells. Do I want to lob 60... Okay, the Spanish have joined the war on our side. That's good. That's good. I haven't checked the state of the Spanish Navy, if I'm honest. I'm not quite sure what they've got. They've got a pretty good cruiser, a heavy cruiser arm. And they've got a pair of monstrous capital ships, which I'm very happy to have on my side. Very happy. And they have a nice set of armored cruisers and light cruisers. Very nice indeed. And they've got some pretty decent carriers as well. Very large fleet of light carriers. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Welcome to the fight, Spain. Yeah. No, please come in. The only thing I need to think about, though, is... Okay. So, air group, Sining. Change role. Can I not make them night capable? Is night flying not something we have? Nope. No, we don't have night flying yet, so we can't do night flying. Which is annoying, but hey-ho, it is what it is. Okay, we're defending a convoy. The Russians have now moved battleships into the area, but... now doing a convoy attack. Excellent. So... we definitely have... they have the advantage in armoured cruisers, but we basically have the advantage in literally everything else. So... I basically just have to hope that the Russians aren't defending this convoy with their armoured cruisers en masse. Attack enemy ships near the objective, please. Land-based aircraft, that's what I pay you for. Hey, we've got our capable battle cruiser here. She's more than a match for anything the Russians have unless we run into one of their very scary battle cruisers. And those very scary battle cruisers do not have... missiles, whereas Sea High does. We do have basic fire control radar, and I do hope to use it. That is a big contact. That is a very, very big contact, and I don't know what it is. Can we take a shot? No, we need a line of sight. Whatever it is, it's pretty slow. It could be one of the Russian older battleships that Sea High absolutely outmasses and outguns. In pretty much every respect. We have fire control radar. Why are we not using it? Well, we just fired 6-16-inch guns and scored a hit. Well, whatever that unidentified ship is, it is big. And I'm going to order Chu Hai to fire off as many of... oh, they're within minimum range. We can't launch. Yep, it's Gangut. I thought it was. Yep, I thought it was. I thought it was one of the old Russian battleships, and yep, it's the most capable of them. Yep, it's Gangut. I've been trying to sink her for years, and now I've finally got the chance. She's been nailed by two 16-inch guns, two 16-inch shells, and has taken a torpedo. Hopefully, because she has submerged... she's an old ship. She's an old mid-20s ship. She's not new at all. She's clearly been rebuilt. But... yeah, she's no match for our battle cruiser. In any way. Oh, God, no. That was... oh, my God, Gangut. She's just... yeah, she's really not in a good way at all. Well, whatever that is, yeah, that T-38 basically wishes it was anywhere else. To be fair, Gangut's 14-inch guns are... ooh, they're making a bit of a mess of... yeah, they're making a bit of a mess of Sea High. She's ablaze. Yeah, best to probably withdraw for now from that. And drop our speed down to cruise. Just while we get this fire under control. Well, never mind. We'll get the merchant convoy. Our lads will get this fire under control. We'll get it sorted. get this convoy squared away. There we go. It'll not take too long. Come on, chaps. That's it. Follow the gigantic battle cruiser, please. Yes, as she sails right through the heart of the merchant columns and basically ruins their day. Hi guys, have you heard the good news about the Chinese Navy? We're here to take your merchant ships. Please do not resist. There we go. Yeah, we're getting the... Yeah, these merchants are pretty dead. There's basically nothing the enemy can do at this point. We're just working over this merchant convoy. There's nothing they can do. Oh, that was brutal. Hope we could find Gangut again. I want to find her and sink her. How is C8 doing? Okay, she is... Okay, she is really ablaze. I'm going to drop speed down to about 3 knots so as to stop fanning the flames and let the crew actually fight the fire. Come on, boys. Fight the fire. Come on. That was a 14-inch hit to her missile launchers. Come on, fight the fight. Good job, boys. Good job. Well done. The fire's out. See, that's all they needed. All they needed was a chance to fight the fire, and they had it. Good job, lads. Well done. I only hope we managed to get Gangut. I'm not sure if it was Gangut or if it was another one of her class. Either way. I know we nailed her with a torpedo. We put a few 16-inch shells into her, but I don't know whether that was enough. It may have been. It may not have been. I don't know. Hard to tell. All I do know is that was a significant portion of the enemy's destroyer tonnage knocked off in one engagement, which is very nice indeed. I think we didn't lose a single destroyer doing it. Very good. Yeah, that was fairly successful. How did we do? Okay, yeah, we just flat out nailed Gangut. I mean, Sea High is heavily damaged, but she'll live to fight another day. The Russian battleship will not. Ooh, that is an oof. That is a, and then of course to replace her, her sister comes out of the dry dock. You know what? Yeah. Honestly, you know what? Yes, the army can actually have the money for this great offensive. Oh, Jesus. We lost 5 coastal boats. That's painful. Yeah, sure. Come on, Spain, and you come. You can use our naval bases. Oh, and now the Russians are just blockaded. That is rich. I hope we get to steal some ships. I have my eye on these things. Those are nasty ships, and I want one. They're also building another one. Something they call Revel. And their only carrier that's any real threat is not in the Far East. I think it's still in Europe. Or it's trapped by American forces somewhere else. Yeah, it's trapped in the Baltic. Hello, Januska. Ahoy there. The second Sino-Russian war goes well. We actually have them blockaded now. Oh, the Russians have moved ships into Southeast Asia, have they? Well, I'm not happy with that at all. I'm gonna move our 2 armored cruisers into Southeast Asia. Oh boy. I don't know what you are, but I want nothing to do with you. 25 knots, let's go! Yeah, they've moved. Yep, they've moved a pair of their Kronstadt-class armored cruisers into the region. Nope. No, that's one of my valuable ships. Please stop. Where are the aircraft? Summon the Chinese Air Force, please. Ah, this is the one part of the nation that didn't get investment in its airfield. Summon aircraft from Taiwan. Come on. Summon them quickly. Please. Somebody do something. Oh god, battery number 2 is just taking an absolute battering. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, those Kronstadts are not messing around at all. Good lord. Jesus. Stop, he's already dead. Wait. Kai Wei isn't dead? She's still limping into port? Apparently, yes. Yes, she is. Come on. Well, the battery is forcing the enemy ships to stay away. Thank God. And poor old Sanwei is limping. Oh, but she can do 5 knots now. Make 5 knots. There you go. Come on with your battered machinery. Come on, you magnificent lad. Come on. She made it. She made it back into port. Hero. He had nothing to work with, so I don't really blame him for that. No, we're going to crush them completely. Okay, well, I guess we did crush them completely. Yep, and I'll steal some of their economy to upgrade my economy. Nice. Very good. We win. Excellent. We sank some of their ships, and we won. Marvellous. So we can resume construction on the Lexington. Which I will, the Leaning, which is... We have a Seaning, which used to be Saratoga, and a Leaning, which used to be Lexington, which is kind of funny. So yeah, those are going to come in. So first things first, Kanding can go into the reserves. She is a more capable ship than her battle cruiser compatriots, but she's not as quick. The two armored cruisers, I'm going to move them to Southeast Asia, then put them in mothballs there. Along with... Wow, we've still got some more destroyers knocking around. We could probably convert these into... Yeah, into... Get rid of all the torpedo tubes. Yes. Make the guns dual purpose. Local fire control only. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a massively miracle-based ship. And give it a smattering of light and medium AA guns to defend itself. There we are. Perfect. Powmen. And those will be rebuilt into new corvettes for the Navy. Do I have a light jet fighter in service, actually? Did I buy one? Oh yeah, I did. The Blomboss BV 143. That's right. Oh, that's right. I was going to transition Xening's air group over to them. So... yeah, I know she's over capacity. Just give me a minute. There we go. So... I've dropped them down to 8. 8. And 8. There we go. And now we can add a pair of aircraft to the dive bomber squadron and one to the torpedo bomber squadron. Boom. There we go. She's the first carrier in the fleet to get jet aircraft. The light carriers won't get them, and Fusheng won't get them either. I'm tempted to look at a rebuild for her. So yeah, the two older cruisers, the 2 armored cruisers that I'm not very happy with, they're going to go into mothballs. Chenhang maybe gets another rebuild, refresh her engines one more time, clear out her 6-inch casemate guns, and just have her carry as a modern ship a set of instead of 8 single 5-inch guns. There we go. There we go. And there we go. It just gives us some basic defense capability. And more medium AA. And more light AA for her, which is good. Better radar tech. In terms of weight, that does not buy me much. I could turn her into the first angled flight deck carrier that we possess. No, I think she still has a role to play in the fleet, but not for too much longer. For what she costs to operate, what she brings to the table is really not good enough. We're gonna send the old light carriers in for an engine rebuild, and then we're gonna mothball them because they are useful. They have served in previous wars, and they'll be good. They will be very good for throwing onto convoy protection. Hi, Halfman. Nice to see you. Januska has sent toilet paper. I'm not sure what that means, but you do you, Januska. You do you. Yeah. So, well, this is where having a chat comes in handy. So I'm looking at the future of the Chinese Navy. And I'm asking myself, do I try and build one last class of large surface combatant? A battleship or a battle cruiser? It does, yeah. Emotes do. It cracks me. Oh, nice. Electroboats. That's really good, because our submarine arm is very, very good. Very, very good indeed. It served us very well in the last war, and we're going to keep bringing more things into it. So we do actually have a design for a new keel-up carrier, by the way. I designed it during the... It's a revision of one of our other designs, but I'm going to actually redesign it again to become China's first angled flight deck carrier from the keel up. There we go. And that gives us a very decent ship indeed. And I can add another pair of medium and light AA guns. So yeah, there we are. A modern 31 knot carrier that can carry 55 jet aircraft. And that includes things like... oh yeah, and we'll need 2 catapults for heavy jets later on. But yeah, so we're going to build... We're going to build a pair of them to bring the modern carrier force up to 4 ships. Well, 3 carriers together and put the biggest gun ever made on top of it, the last battleship. Can you do subs that launch planes? No, you can't. I can get subs that launch missiles, and I'm looking forward to them because they're a massive step change. Okay, the Russians have built a medium bomber. We're not going to build our carrier yet. I need to get some money back, which I can then use to build more of our submarines, which we need to replace war losses. I think... I think Russia's still a threat. Yeah, I think, like, you know, they did things once. You know, I'm concerned they're gonna do them again. You know, it's just you sat there and you look at the Russians and they're doing shady Russian things, sneaky bloody Russians. Okay, so we're all right. So we'll keep the battle cruisers in the active fleet. I'm gonna mothball half of our light cruisers. So I'm gonna reserve half of our light cruisers, keep 3 of them operational. The old light carriers are going to be moved to Southeast Asia, along with Shenhang, and they're going to go not into mothball. Okay, Shenhang is going to go into reserves. The light carriers are going to go into mothballs, just because I'm concerned. The older destroyers... anything that's not a 2100 tonner is going to go to Southeast Asia as well. That's where we're going to keep basically our mothball fleet. And then I need to look and see what I'm going to do for my next generation destroyer as well. Winning that war has injected some capital back into the force so I could really use it. So we're going to carry... I'd like that as a design. That's a really neat size of destroyer. I like that. I am... do we have gas turbines as engines? No, we don't. Could we fit with diesels? I'm going to go for a 2,000 tonner. We're going to go for... I think we have quintuple. We do have quintuple mounts here. We're going to go for a single quintuple. And we'll give it torpedo reloads. 37 knots. 2 twin 5-inch guns. Ability to carry our best radar. Carrying mines. 2 heavy anti-ship missiles, which is... You know what? That is a very well-rounded destroyer. The auto designer really is treating me today. Although I am going to splinter protection the main guns. Just because... yeah, we're just gonna... Okay, apparently we're not going to belt armor the ship. Never mind. There we go. And we'll have another AA director as well. Why not? There we go, the Chen Wu class destroyer. And to be fair, they don't actually break the bank. Wow. Super carriers. It's nice to see. Okay, there we go. Electronic bomb site. Yeah, we'll actually start as we'll start steadily building the Shenwu class destroyers. Okay, so basically everything. So again, so Shenwu is so Shenwu is she's in Southeast Asia. She's in the reserves. The CLs are in mothballs, as is basically everything else in that region. There we go. I now need to look at what we're going to do for our next generation of cruiser. I want to see what the auto designer splits out, but I'm also possibly going to iterate on our previous generation of light cruiser, because that's not what I want. That's very similar to what I was thinking about. Kind of. Yeah, that's similar to what I kind of want, but it's a little bit big. Let's look at the high chens and let's see if we can iterate on what we've already got. So, for me, personally, I'm thinking... can I get away with 7-inch? Okay, no, I can't. I have to stick with 6s. So, I am going to try and get away with quad 6-inch guns. Oh, I can't. Well, that makes me sad. They don't carry torpedoes, but that's fine. I am probably going to use this for a better belt. Extended belt. And probably... making a cruiser that can keep up with our new fast destroyers. Doing 37 knots. Along with making the secondaries 5-inch guns. There we go. There we go, and then you can go aft super firing over the rear guns. Let's also group all of our missiles as well. So let's make sure they are where they should be. So there you go, and there you go. That gives us that. Then we can probably have a pair of quintuple broadside tubes, given just how much stuff we have. Because that gives us a ship with 4 anti-ship missiles, 5 tubes per side plus reloads, 9 6-inch guns, a decent AA battery, more AA directors, more medium AA, and more light AA. That is a very, very good thing indeed. And 37 knots means that despite how much it costs, it's gonna push us well into... Yeah. Is it expensive to build? Yeah, it will be, but it gives us ships that are... We were in the red for a second. Oh, for God's sake. Dowager Empress, please stop. Stop trying to cut the naval budget, pretty please. I know, believe me. You want more, you want more funding. Believe me, I want to give you more funding. Like, we're on the same page here. Like, I absolutely do want to give you more funding. Like, I do. Like, this is very, very true. Okay, 3 corvettes have finished their reconsumption. Yes. Yes. There we go. We're not going to build any of the new cruisers yet. We are going to build bigger dockyards, though, because I do want to do that. Yes, I will actually take a prestige cut. And we will get a new medium bomber. Probably from one of our allies. Oh, wow. Wow, Spain, that's a... That is a nice aircraft. That is a... Yeah, we'll have that, Spain, absolutely. Then we will lay down a pair of new carriers. Which is very nice. Yes, I do, actually. And she carries a decent number of... She does have a few strike squadrons, but she is, like her sister, mostly an asset that is primarily there to... There we go. So, she is obviously serving in 2nd Carrier Division. And she's working up for that now. There we go. Everyone's nice and quiet. Nobody's got any comments or things they want to add. Come on, boys. I value your opinion. You know that. Oh, yes. Thank you, Russia, for selling me better 6-inch guns. That's very nice indeed. And we're just going to have to temporarily halt the 2 carriers we're building just to pull us out of the red. There we go. We can only build one of these carriers at a time now, which is sad. Please stop producing naval spending. No, we'll build a highway system because that means our economic growth will go to the moon. With China in the 50s, it does tend to go to the moon. That is just what late game China does. Especially now that our subs are coming in. It's Russia. Of course it's Russia. We blame the Russians for everything. Give us more naval budget so we can fight Russia. They're honestly a threat. So let's see. The Bennington. Let's have a look. Bennington. 59 aircraft. 28 knots. 1,800 tons. For 1,400? Yeah, sure. Why not? Bring it into the fleet. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Oh, and she's jet capable. That's even better. Okay, so... she probably needs a rebuild, actually, yeah. So... Speed-focused engines to push her to 30 knots. Her 5-inch guns are all in casemates, so we will... Dual-purpose... Jesus Christ, dual-purpose casemates. Good lord, who came up with that? There we go. There we go. She is apparently jet capable. But we'll make sure she is. Deck edge lifts and an angled flight deck. Like, once refitted, she could serve as a very valuable fighter carrier. A very valuable fighter carrier, actually, yeah. Once she's been rebuilt. Perfect. Look at that. Lovely. Yeah, she'll serve as a very good... Yeah, she'll serve as a very, very useful addition to our fleet. And it only costs 2,000 to rework her, which is a bargain. Like, it really is a bargain. Oh. Right, yeah. There we go. Yes, I do want to go to the rebuild dialogue and rebuild her. Yes, please. And the funding for this program will be released as the submarines come into service. Nice. 2 more subs. There we go. Now the money for that has come out. We will denounce the aggressive policies of Japan, because it's Japan, stay in your lane. Remember what happens the last time you get uppity. Yeah, I will build 7 additional subs, although I'll just build coastal boats to replace the losses that we suffered in the previous war. There we go. Lovely. Things are going well. Carriers are coming down the line. Our battleships and battle cruisers are still fairly effective. We're working on improving the size of our dockyards. Basically because I planned to build a new series of ships. So I want the much larger docks. I will, actually. I have the prestige to take these corruption offers. And, quite frankly, I'd be daft not to, given it means I can build all 3 of my carriers at the same time now. Please stop marrying actresses. This is really not... Like, please stop with this. It's a really bad look for the Chinese Navy. Nice. Got more. And these are electro boats, which are very, very sneaky. Oh yeah, sure. I will absolutely. Okay. Nobody has any helicopters. Okay, so we've researched them, but we can't build them. Please, the tensions are not low. You want peace? Arm for war. Spend more on the Navy. Like, if you give me the money, I will build a Navy that can fight anybody. You just need to give me the money. Actually, yeah, Can I make you night capable? Or is it just fighters that can be made, like, night capable now? No, how do I... Yeah, we're going to expand our air bases with our money. That's what we're going to do. Get up to 100. Really start filling out the air force we can actually bring to bear on anybody. Because land-based aircraft have made the difference in numerous games that I've played. So, you know, you really do want to make sure you've got a lot of them. Oh, we need more aircraft here. Good. There we go. More aircraft. Marvelous. Okay, so... The battlecruiser United States. She's an old ship, isn't she? Yeah, she's another Lexington. I mean, I was very happy with the Lexingtons I got, but another rebuild? I mean, no, I'm not really in the market for that, thank you. Well, we can't fight the Japanese now. Because yeah, fighting the yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not fighting the... I think what I'll do is I'll build one of these new heavier cruisers, and then what I will also do is I will build another more traditional, slower ship with more modern 6-inch guns, probably only carrying 8 guns with a twin superfiring over the forward one, and drop displacement down significantly to get what I want. Because, actually, no, that only gets me 2.5 ships for that number, doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't... Oh, that's right. If I get rid of the extravagances of the extended belt and the extended deck, which I had for the other ship, then I can shave even more weight. Even then, that still only gets me... Yeah, and actually, I know. I'm going to keep... I think I have to accept that the... You know, the world has changed. We need to accept that and move with the times. I mean, we kind of are building a metric shit ton of carriers. So we're going to assign you chaps to carrier division 2. Which we'll call it the League of the Americans, because it literally is. Carrier Division 3 is literally three American ships, one of which is a... It's all ships from America. Carrier Division 3, we'll call it the Flying Tigers. Okay, so Saratoga. As she currently stands, she is the most powerful carrier in the fleet. Not for long, but she is right now. So, she needs a rebuild. We need speed-focused engines, which is basically so I can massively increase her worth. I'll add, again, the standard 6 dual guns to her. Deck edge lift, angled flight decks, and becoming jet capable. Which might reduce the size of air wing she can carry. But not so significantly that it's obvious. There we go. And then she gets an angled flight deck rebuild, which won't cost too much. Although actually, given the cost involved, Given the cost involved, it might be better to replace her, but, Saratoga, you know, she's a bit of a soft spot. She's grown on me. So if we just make the engine's reliability again... No, we can't get away with that. That's fine. Yeah, I know she has short range, but she's the old warhorse, so, you know, she's worth it. Once Saratoga is rebuilt, we'll rebuild Lexington as well. I think Lexington is jet capable already. I think. Yes, she is. Just an angled flight deck she doesn't have. Which is annoying, but hey-ho. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Apart from that, yeah, no, she's fine. Yeah, so her rebuild will be very quick. And honestly, you know, while I've got the money in the bank, it'd be kind of daft not to do it now. While we've got the money ready to go. There we go. I don't see any risk of a conflict flaring up. Okay, who have we got who is an absolute idiot? Right, off you go. There we go. We'll join an international squadron which has been sent to condemn the violence in Africa. That's fine. No, we are not signing any armaments treaties at The Hague. I don't care what you say. It ain't happening. I blame the Russians meddling in the Balkans again. Stop it. Wow, we have blind fire radar level 3. Our ships are going to be very effective in the dark. Very effective indeed. So... National budget's actually closing in on nations like Italy and France. And we're bringing into service a significant number of full-size carriers. I think I will keep the light carriers around for now. But I'm going to... I'm going to scrap Shenhang. And then we're going to... When the new trio of carriers come in, they're going to be assigned to Carrier Division 1. Time to invade Japan? Not really, no. The Japanese Navy is still exceptionally powerful. They have a series of large carriers. And while I am fairly confident in my abilities, it's far better for us to beat on the Russians again. Which will probably win and steal more of their economy to bolster my own economy. Yep, I'm taking that back. Russia, you really don't want to do this. Fine. I mean, that's fine, to be fair. I'm actually kind of glad they've done that, because it means I can nick it back off them once the war's over. Okay, bring her back into the active fleet. Bring them back into the active fleet. Bring them back into the active fleet. Bring you chaps onto trade protection. And you chaps as well. Actually, no, we literally have a ton of corvettes for entirely this purpose. Like, I am drowning in ASW corvettes. It's not even funny. There we go. And I'm going to move the bulk of the modern destroyers. Got enough modern destroyers, I think. We need to at least activate the other ones that are in the Southeast Asia. There we go. We'll soon have the rebuilds of Lexington and Saratoga back out of the yards. Sorry, sealing and leaning. Which will bring us back up to full carrier strength. We have our service-based capital ships and our land-based aircraft to carry on the fight, though, while we're waiting. In 5 battles, the US will step in and offer a white peace. Yeah, that happened, didn't it? Yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't a white peace. It was a Japan lost a lot of ships in that peace. Sadly. Okay, we have a radar contact. What are we looking at? I'm hoping... Basically, the plan is, if it's an enemy... Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're basically going to dump and run. Basically dumping missiles in, and then absolutely booking it, because I think those are enemy armored cruisers, and I ain't playing with that. I ain't playing with that. Nope. Crank is up to 31 knots. We're out of here. I ain't dealing with that shit. No way. Ain't gonna happen. I ain't dealing with that. No way. It's basically just a matter of hoping now that well, time to have the Chinese destroyers earn their keep. Alright, chaps, in you go. Hopefully they have enough torpedoes for this. Oh, that's right. They did land a lot of their tubes for Well, that did cause the Russian fleet to have a minor crisis of conscience, which is good. Come on, where are the aircraft? Where are my Air Force? Where are they? Going to completely the wrong bloody place. Typical. Fire 750 missiles, wait 5 minutes, win. Yeah, that... Yeah, they're trying to hit us with aircraft. Luckily, we're doing okay. The Russians do seem to have broken off their pursuit, which is good. And our aircraft do seem to be... Oh, yeah, there we go. So, our enemy aircraft have done things, but, okay, our aircraft are also now doing things, which is interesting. Very good. Missiles have been launched from our medium bombers. This is good. Good lord. Lots of missiles launched. Something just ate a missile. Another thing just ate a missile. Oh my god, how many... Yep, I think the Russians are just... They haven't had time to put... They've not put many aircraft in the airfields that I built on... in and around Port Arthur. Oh my god! Land-based aircraft have just decided to have zero chill and are teaching the Russians the lesson that just because I'm not Japanese doesn't mean I can't do a surprise attack at Port Arthur. Except it's land-based aircraft. Thank God for the North Korean Chinese air bases, that's all I can say. Absolutely just knocking 7 bells out of the Russians. Good job, boys, good job. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Come on. Okay. There we go. More things. And the US is still my ally, so if worse comes to worse, they might also join the war. Something else has been hit by a missile. Okay, more things are approaching. Missiles have been launched. 10 of my fighter aircraft are launching rockets at an enemy carrier. Oh my god, the rocket attacks. What in the... Jesus Christ! Oh my god. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Oh my god. Jeez. Holy shit! My god! What are we doing? This is just... Oh my god. It's never gonna... Oh my god. Have we just found the Russian carrier force in the Far East and dropped 2 airfields worth of land-based medium bombers and missile-armed patrol aircraft on it? Is that what we've done? God! Jesus, I almost feel sorry for the Russians. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the Oh my god! Jesus Christ! I mean, either these intel estimates are way off, or we've just planted bombs on the entire Russian Pacific Squadron. Oh my god. Oh my god, and they just keep coming! They just keep coming! Fleet's losing it! Fleet's losing it over the effectiveness of land-based Imperial aviation. Oh my god! Oh my god! We sank all of Russia's carriers! Oh my god! The only 2 carriers Russia has, and they're both fucking gone. Including the one that carries 100 aircraft. Oh my god! They have no full-size carriers left! Oh my god! Oh my god, success! Oh my god! That wasn't even my ship, just the The land-based aircraft based in Korea literally said, hold my beer, and just went off and crippled the Russian Eastern Fleet. Oh my god. I'm going to call that the massacre of the Yellow Sea. Holy hell, that's just... Oh, that's brutal. We're already thinking we sunk 19 merchantmen in the first month. Oh my god, that's brutal. Yeah, Russia has no full-size carriers left. They only have their light carriers. And I'm not sure this is going to go well for them. I'm going to be honest. Lexington's back out of her rebuild. We need to rework her, so... Actually, we don't need that squadron. There we go. There we go. And Leaning is back with her force, arranged the way she is. Very good. Oh, and now we have our... We can now add more aircraft to our air bases. Just you know, to make it even worse for the Russians. As if the Imperial Navy's carrier forces weren't already going to be a problem for the Russians. Oh my god, I have entered the power. Take care, lead motions have been a rather long time. Need some sleep, catch you later. Alright, Timu, it's been swell. Catch you on the flip side. Like, good lord. We just absolutely wrecked them. What I am going to do, though... Okay, so... Saratoga's 6 months away. I think we have the funds to keep doing this. I don't think we need new light cruisers. So I'm going to halt them to get the funds to finish the carrier program. That's what I'm going to do. A battleship engagement. Okay. I'm not surprised they declined the battle after the massacre they just got at... Yes. Who is offering jet attack aircraft? Nobody is. Is anyone offering heavy jet fighters? Nobody is. Yeah, no one is offering those, sadly. Okay, our new electro boats are doing the work, which is good. Something I wanted to do. What was it? Something I wanted to do. What was it? Oh, I forget. Yep. Well, there we go. Bring her out of mothballs into active service. There we go. There we go. Very nice. So we're doing all right so far. Bennington's in dockyard hands, but she'll be back out in a bit. But Leaning is back in the fleet, ready to deliver death to the... Oh, that was it. Increase intelligence on Russia. Well, time to go Russia bashing again. Actually, with light forces. I mean, a lot of my destroyers in the Northern Fleet have anti-ship missiles, so... And... Yeah, I'm not surprised we have low missile stocks. We literally just threw everything in the kitchen sink at the Russian Navy. I mean, to be fair, we did sink a carrier. Do we have blind fire? Yeah, we do. We have very good radar-directed blind fire gunnery. So we should be really quite capable of taking this fight. I think we have much better radar-directed gunnery than they do. A lot better. I do not like the way this is going. Jesus. One hit. What are we being hit by? 6-inch guns. Okay. So whatever it is a light cruiser. That which is fairly obvious, but what light cruiser? I think both sides entered that engagement and got pretty battered. Although from what I'm seeing, their ship is a lot worse off than ours is. Got some torpedoes downrange, which is good. Use the island as a blocker. It's a Minsk class. Trying to buy High Chen's crew some time to put out the fires. We should be able to break away if we get enough time. Stop that. High-Chen is putting up a great fight. Ah, her rudder. Yeah, she's really having a bad time. Yep, yeah, I thought she would. Yeah, as soon as they started the fires, that was it. Ah, well. Oh, you can't. It's unfortunate, but there it is. Neither side could really help the other out. Yeah, it's a shame, but okay, we might need one of those cruisers, but we shall see. It's annoying. Well, there's daylight, but it's too little too late. We can't drop the hammer of land-based naval aviation on them, sadly. I mean, it's small consolation. The Russians have lost... The Russians are losing merchant ships hand over fist. They have 1 battle cruiser, 5 armored cruisers in theatre, but they have no carriers. There is a force coming round South Africa, containing their 2 other remaining battle cruisers, 5 armored cruisers and 2 light cruisers. But my hope is that once I have certain ships back in the fleet, I'll be able to establish a blockade, especially if I can sink some of their heavier surface assets, but we shall see. Still sinking far more merchants than they are, which is good. Cruiser actions tends to favour the Russians because they have the armoured cruisers. Oh, well, they do when my battle cruisers aren't involved. And I have battle cruisers, and they have 1 single battle cruiser, but we have a carrier, so we will know exactly where they are. Whereas they will not know where we are. So, okay, there we go. We have the information. Right then. Okay, so let's do it. So we're going to launch those aircraft, and we're going to tell them just to go hunting. That's all they need to do, really. Just off you go. Go hunt. Yeah, apparently they're a little bit closer than I thought they were, but that's fine. Okay, our aircraft didn't find anything. It's possible the Russians are running, but I'm not sure. Not received any contact reports. Which is honestly disconcerting. Okay, through a bit of an accident, we have found their location. They're actually behind us. Although, while I can take a night engagement, I'm not entirely sure I want to. How long is it till dawn? Yeah, we either take this chance to try and get a kill on the sole Russian battlecruiser in theatre, or we don't. And we probably need to. Jesus, just mag dump. Destroyers just mag dumping torpedoes into the heart of the formation. There you go, boys. Jammed? Really? Oh wait, we're not doing... Ugh, don't let them get away. Crank up to 31 knots. Don't let them get away. Alright, fine. You've made your point. You've made your point. You don't have to make it pointy. Ugh. Can't be a carrier. Yeah, it can't be a carrier. There's no way. But whatever it is, it's about to be an X ship. Well, we have at least done reasonably well, inflicting some damage, but I am annoyed with the way in which our formation has been somewhat scattered. Although these enemy ships are crossing through the vicinity of our medium subs, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to inflict more losses on them. Why? AI always does this. They're always like, crank up to 22 knots. Yeah, and I'm like, guys, please do not. Do not crank up to high speed. Please slow the fuck down. Like, I swear to God. They always run at the maximum speed that flooding will let them, and I just stop. Okay, she's back with the force. Now I can keep control of it. I'm going to screen our carriers as they come south. Still, we've managed to do okay. Night actions are okay, but I'd much rather have a daylight action instead. Well, speaking of, my wish is granted. Alright, waste them. Where from? What torpedo did you possibly hit me with? From where? This game sometimes, it really does try to give the AI a massive bonus it doesn't deserve. Honestly. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, we'll keep doing that, and hopefully we can drop an airstrike on them. Those bastards. That's really not fair. They literally got lucky. Like, 1,000,000 to 1 odds, and they get it. Ah, there she is. I wondered where she was. Well, everything that has missiles is now going to lob them at the Admiral Lazarev class. And we're hopefully going to mag dump her. Well, she took a single missile hit out of that, which is better than nothing. And now we're going to pour 16-inch shell fire into her. And then we're going to bring the might of the Chinese Air Force down on her, because if I'm going to lose a battle cruiser in this engagement, then by God, so are they. Very annoying. We literally had the second, and now we're on the third. Although, to be fair, with the loss of the other battle cruiser, it does give me an excuse to replace her. With a third heavy surface combatant, which is a good idea. That bloody battle cruiser, it got away. Again, literally, I'm about to kill it, and the weather turns. Because of course it does. Come on. Come on, damn you, come on. Typical. Absolutely bloody typical. Yeah, no, I'm not having my anti-ship missiles be deficient. Like, absolutely not. There we go. Right, okay. Yeah, the amount of... Oh, we got so much repair work going on. It's annoying, but hey-ho. It is what it is. Right, so in 3 days we will have our new Lexington... Oh, sorry. Seaning will be out of the yards. And then in a year we'll have the first pair of our new carriers, and then another year after that we'll have the second, the third, the final one. I'll put some of the older destroyers on escort work down south just to make sure we've got them. A small engagement. 1 or 2 ships. Okay. This is the one place where we are somewhat weak because we don't have nearly as much air cover down here as we do anywhere else. I'm not going to engage. Whatever it is, I'm not going to engage it. Given that they were firing and we could not, yeah, that makes me believe that they were Russian battle cruisers. And that is just something I'm not going to fight. I nearly got that other Russian battle cruiser and she got away. The airstrike had come in and the weather hadn't changed. I would have nailed it to my fucking front door. But no, we will get that ship. Believe me, we will get that ship. It was a pair of Russian destroyers. Either way. Yeah, I am retiring him. Yes, actually. Let's see. Do our US allies have something we can use? Yeah, the US do, actually. Seems pretty good. Okay. Oh, hold on. They're blockading me? No. That ain't how this works. Action with light forces. Oh, they're trying to leverage their light force advantage. Then again, it's a light forces action in a place where we have a shit ton of aviation, and most of the destroyers in the action are missile-carrying ones, and I think the Russians still have not embraced the anti-ship missile. And we can now blind fire against radar contacts. So get me a little bit closer. Right, okay, so unidentified contact. Fire all. Okay, missile hit. It's one of our most modern ships. Although we do have one of the Fei Yuans here who are ridiculously good gunboats. Very heavily armed. For destroyers, like 8 5-inch guns. It's... This is one thing in which I'm actually fairly happy taking this engagement. Our destroyers are significantly better armed, and by scoring those 2 missile hits, we have clearly done some damage. Now we're doing a short-range run-by. There's going to be some gun hits sustained, but we have the... Come on. Hello, little unidentified ship. You are my target for the day. Please do not resist. Thank you very much. Good night, Vienna. Thank you, you are dead. And there's another one straggling behind. Let's go and get him. And there we are. Job's a good one. 2 Russian destroyers sunk for very little in the way of loss. Aren't we just brilliant? Good job, boys. I mean, it's possible... Oh, wait. Well, there was a submarine detected in that region. In the previous battle where I lost the battle cruiser. That... I must have got nailed by a submarine-launched torpedo. That is... Yeah, that is, yeah, that's, That is a bit of an oof, unfortunately. Oh, hang on, we've got a long-range strike package going out. I think it's trying to find the enemy destroyers. I mean, if it can find them and sink them, so much the better. Yeah, there we go! Missiles have been launched. I think that entire enemy, I think that entire enemy destroyer force might be dead. Tiny bit dead. Okay, we sank 2. Still, victory is a victory. Take what you can get. Yeah, they might be blockading me for now, but we'll soon have our... Yeah, I'm going to halt construction of the last in the generation of carriers. Just for now. We just have to last one more... Yeah, we just have to halt construction on a few things just to last through one more turn when we're repairing a lot of our ships. Bringing them back into action. A cruiser action, eh? Yeah, no, you're going to show up with armoured cruisers, and I'm not. That's not really something I'm willing to do. Whereas this, where I have my most modern destroyers with anti-ship missiles and 8 5-inch guns, yeah, no, I'm taking that fight. Like, we are skirmishing around these islands a lot. Like, we are really, really pulling off skirmishes around these islands. Like, oh, hello. Hi there, guys. Yeah, so I'm going to have one of them. I wonder how they will... I have definitely gone heavier into missile technology than the Russians have. A lot heavier. There we go. There we go. Well, honestly, I don't really want to waste, like, these ships. They're very these Fupo-class destroyers are very, very valuable. They're exceptionally heavily armed and protected. They're exceptionally heavily armed, and they have very good radar suites. They're very... Subs aren't real, they can't hurt you. Well, they're certainly hurting the Russians. They're losing merchant ships very, very aggressively. Wow, we just missile striked a ship to... Shut up. The only reason they're dominating Northeast Asia is because... Yeah, we're not blockaded anymore. We have more ships than the Russians do now. Okay, maybe not. Oh, the Russians have moved their entire fleet into theater. Of course they have. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we need to really start attriting the Russian Navy. Move most of the modern-ish destroyers back from Southeast Asia, and despite their awfulness, bring the armored cruisers back up as well, despite their status. What? They really want to do this? They have no carriers. And they really want to do this. They want to sail into the teeth of my land-based aviation. And again, I'm going to say this again. They really want to do this? They really want to do this? Like, I have forward subs as well. Like, this is mad. This is actually mad. I don't even know what to say to this. This is just... Like, I really don't know what to say to this. Like, how... Okay, so we've got contacts. Right, okay, so get me a... Anyway, get me a sortie from Bennington and her just to try and soften up what I think is the heavy escort force. Oh, wait, hang on. Are we gonna... Okay, yeah, if it's gonna be like that, then... Okay, I'm not gonna launch my missiles yet because I don't... Okay, yep, that is a Russian battlecruiser. Right. Mag dump her. Aggressively mag dump her. Oh, and the one behind us, also an Admiral Lazarev. Right, lads. Hit her as well. Ooh, 4 missile hits. That's an oof. That is not a pleasant sight. Is that the merchant convoy? I think it might be. Whoa, hold on. There's no way. What the No, yeah, there's no way that's an Imperial Alexander class of pre-dreadnought. Oh, I think old thing's been at the wine again. The most important thing, of course, is that we've emptied our tubes, so... Yes, I do, actually. Can we launch another strike? Yes, we probably can. Group me together as much stuff as we have. And send it out. I want to fall on that force very, very aggressively. Come on, carriers, we need you. Oh, that's a poor old battleship. She really doesn't want to be in a slugging match with Kanding. No way. Yeah, you really do not want to be in a slugging match with Kanding. She's got excellent gunnery, and she's proved herself on countless occasions. You really do not want to be in a slugging match with her, because she will win it. And oh, look at that! It's the Imperial Chinese Naval Air Service! I wonder what they will do! I think you're about to have what's known as a really bad day, chaps. Yeah, I think you chaps are about to have a really, 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 really bad day. If that didn't make him turn around, I don't know what will. Because that was brutal. That was horrific. Oh, yeah, there we go. More aircraft are attacking the enemy. Yeah, that was a bad day to be a Russian merchantman or Oh, okay, someone just took 2 torpedoes to the face. Like, somebody did. I don't know who did, but somebody did. Now we need to patrol and make sure they don't try and sneak through while carrier operations are unavailable for both sides. We should be able to keep that. We have enough radar pickets that we should be able to keep them from breaking through. Still, 4 missile hits into that battle cruiser. I mean, good lord. Yeah, our radar coverage is pretty damn good. And of course, we've got radar pickets as well on the outer wings of the force, so we're pretty good. I mean, Kanding just... Her shooting was remarkable. 10% of the shells she fires have been hit, which is, for a battleship, that's pretty fucking good. And they should be glad that the... Oh, boy. Never mind. Here they come. I didn't think they'd be ballsy enough to try it, but they are apparently going to try it. Probably without... That looks like the merchant convoy without its heavier escorts. I'm not going to risk closing to test that theory, because there's no point. They can't get through me anyway. Like, I don't have to go anywhere. I just have to sit here and engage. Like, it's on them to break through. And if I just choose to not budge, then... yeah, on their head be it, you know. Yeah, launch the destroyers out. Okay, one of our ships still has missiles. I'm sticking with 18 knots because it keeps my cohesion up. And in a somewhat confusing night action like this, that's really what you need. Ooh, whatever that ship was, it just took a torpedo hit. Stopped and it's sinking. It is a bit of a risk to send my destroyers in like this, but it's probably worth it. Yep, that's part of the merchant convoy. That's exactly what that is. Oh yeah, that's our destroyers just savaging the merchant convoy, carrying the troops, which now is probably never going to reach the beach because it's been savaged by a bunch of Imperial Chinese destroyers. They should be really, really, really glad that the carriers can't get involved in this. Can they? Can we do night flying? Our light jet fighters should be able to do like night flying, right? They're modern enough. Oh, excuse me once. There we go. Our light jet fighters can do that, can't they? I'm fairly certain. Yes, they can do night strike. Okay. Okay, okay, our aircraft can do night strike. I didn't realize they could. Kanding doesn't have blind fire radar? I thought she did. Okay, so we don't need that. Yeah, bring that in. It's probably about as far as we need to go. But extend the search pattern right a bit. I am gonna find the Russian ships, and I am going to kill them. So apparently 2 light carriers have spotted them there. A scout from one of our air bases has found them. So a strike from our long-range torpedo bombers, which have the range to get out there with a heavy ordnance load. What's the distance? Oh, wait, that's a lot closer than I thought it was. So light jet fighters are going to go out, along with a heavy strike package of dive and torpedo bombers are going to go out. Also, yeah, we're basically going to hit them very, very, very hard. Because if those carriers die... Oh, and yeah, of course, our... And now our air bases actually go out and start hurting people. Like, I don't have to do anything at this point. The land-based air bases are going to do the rest. Yeah, this is just where the Russian fleet dies. Destroyed by land-based aviation. Yeah, this is just where the Russian fleet dies. They are operating in carrier-infested waters with nothing in the way of... Yeah, they're operating in carrier-infested waters and air-infested waters with nothing in the way of anything like the forces you would need. Oh, 4 dive bombers. That's cute. That's so... You think you're going to get through the light... Oh, that is adorable. That's so cute. Please, please, please continue to be that adorable. That is utterly adorable. There we go. Medium bombers have gone out. And we're hitting things. This is very good. Should probably get more modern medium bombers, actually, now that I think about it. Probably ones that have spinny jet things under the wings. I like how, even though Halfman hasn't commented again, it's still valid. Missile calibrating intensifies. Good lord. The sheer amount of boom we are inflicting. Oh, God. They just do not have the... Oh my god, that's just brutal. Oh my lord. Missiles launched from our land-based aviation. Bomb hits on armored cruisers. Bomb hits on battleships. Bomb hits on light cruisers. Like, this just... What do we have on their carriers? So the carriers are still down there somewhere. Well, let's go and kill them. Let's ready a strike, and let's go and kill those carriers. Well, they are... Okay, their carriers are trying, bless them. Yeah, their aircraft are trying to stop them. Oh boy, here comes the... yes, I will adjust. Latest reports on their carriers. Over there, heading that way. Right, okay. I mean, I like how they are still somehow determined to push through here. Despite the fact that I still have ships with anti-ship missiles, and I will use them if necessary. And also, Sea High is still very, very operational. So is her stablemate. Kang Ding is now back up to full operation with all of her guns banging away. And as we've proven, if you give them good gunnery, they will deliver the goods. Like, they absolutely will deliver the goods. This is not up for negotiation. This only ends one way. And I think this is... Is that a... I think that is, yep, yeah, this is really not going well for the Russian Navy. That is, good lord above, that is a bad day to be a Russian ship. Poor old Petropavlovsk is fighting a ship many years her senior, that is many years her senior in the age of its gunnery as well, and has been much more heavily upgraded. Wow, okay, we just blew up a battle cruiser. Or was... Oh, no, that wasn't her, that was... No, that was, That was her, yeah, that was her taking a bomb hit that must have penetrated through her turrets and gone into her magazines and blew her sky high. Good lord above. That's really not what you want. Good God. I mean, you have to give the Russians credit for trying, but Jesus. There has to be a limit when enough is enough. How much punishment have I got to inflict before they get the message? Good lord. Come on, boys. Give it up. Like, let the song be your guide. No, 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 no. Baby, give it up, give it up. Like, good lord, boys. Give it the hell up already. Like, it is over. You lose. Game, set, and match. Turn hard, turn hard, turn hard. Okay, is that our... Yep, our strike package has found the enemy carriers. Oh, dear lord, this is going to get ugly. What have I got in terms of strike packages available on the carrier? I do have some. Okay, this is good. I want naval strike, escort, naval strike, and I want to come in and I want to hit capital ship targets, please. Thank you. If I can get Admiral Lazarev with the same sort of bomb hits that I did the other ships, we'll see. Okay, so our aircraft are going in on the enemy's carriers. We'll have to see how they do. It'll be interesting to see. What I do know is that I don't know how much damage we've actually inflicted, because I know that some of our land-based aircraft did some work. I know that multiple things took up here. I know that something took a bomb hit and outright exploded. Enemy battleships being bombed. Like, I don't know what we've hit and why we've hit it, but apparently we've hit something. And this is with the older carriers. This isn't even with the new carriers. This is with the older carriers. Like, this is what land-based aviation in the missile era can do. It's just... like, it is not pleasant. Yeah, she's battered. She should probably go into port. There we go. Okay, enemy, okay, so we dropped torpedoes on the enemy battle cruiser. But doesn't look like we've actually achieved much in the way of success. Okay, torpedoes were released, bombs were dropped. Friendly aircraft are approaching enemy ships. This is fine. It's all well and good with me. Good lord. The amount of bomb hits we are inflicting, good god. This is insane. Like, holy smokes, Batman. Like, jeebus. Can I get some opinions in chat? This seems a little bit extreme to me to be doing to the poor old Russian Navy. Okay, this, yeah, this seems, I think we got him, boys. I mean, please, by all means, keep hitting them. Like, I'm not complaining, but good lord, chaps, I feel like we've got them. I feel like we can, in fact, have said that we got them. The losses in terms of aircraft on both sides for this are going to be a little bit extreme. I think. Yeah, the Russians are they've definitely abandoned their attempt to land in North Korea. But good lord. I think we lost a lot of escorts. Oh god, we're still doing it to them. Oh my lord, we are still doing it to them. Good god. Ugh. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, lads. Okay, is that it? Are they done? Are they done? Are they limping back into Port Arthur with their tails between their legs? Are they done? Because I think they're done. Oh my god. That was brutal. That was... well, I think it was brutal. I know for a fact we blew up one Russian capital ship. I know that for a fact. Like, I know that because I watched her blow up in front of me. Are they... oh, they're not, surely. One of the merchant ships is trying to make a run at the landing zone. That is brave. It's certainly very brave, but it's also very, very foolish. I mean, there you are. That's your lot. Good night, Vienna. And there are other... oh, those are two other ASW corvettes. If we can kill them, we can make times. We can make the time for our subs even easier. Come on. There you go. That's it, lads. Clean their chronometers. Don't let them get away. Those are threats to our submariners, and they must be dealt with. Stand and deliver your corvette or your life. Or both. Either or. I'm not bothered. I'm easy. There we go. Honestly, you know what? That'll do. They can slip away. It's fine. We're done. We are done. We're done. We have achieved our objective. I wonder how much we actually inflicted. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, the Russian The Russian battle cruisers are all heavily damaged. The Russian carriers got off with a little bit of work, but half of the Russian armored cruisers committed and the entire landing force is gone, along with both Russian battleships committed. Oh my lord. So Petropavlovsk is doing okay. She scores a hit. She shoots down some things. She takes a missile hit forward. She extinguishes the fire. She evades an air attack. She starts getting pounded by 16-inch shell hits. But then she takes a 1,000-pound bomb to B turret and it blows her up. Admiral Kuznetsov as well also gets battered. Although she just... Oh god, yeah. She just gets slapped by both Chinese capital ships with 16-inch shell fire. Oh my lord, she just gets absolutely smashed. The rest of these ships, though, it's bomb hits. Yeah, lots of bombs being dropped on these armored cruisers. Yeah, they just... Oh my lord, yeah, the bomb hits, torpedo hits. Good lord above. The Russian battle cruisers, though, they did take a lot of missile hits. Very, very heavily damaged. Yeah, I tell you one thing, after this, we'll not be under blockade anymore. Invasion averted. I'm calling that the miracle of Korea Bay. Because it was. Yeah, we can't be under blockade anymore. Continued operations will secure our total victory. We just absolutely smashed the ever-living crap out of them. And our carriers will still be ready for action the next day. The Russians have no battleships left. Their armored cruiser force has been slashed completely. Yeah, they're a carrier battle. Excellent. That is exactly what I've been waiting for. That is exactly what I want. I'm gonna cream... Oh, and it's right next to Sakhalin, where I have my 2 massive airfields as well. So, yeah, we're going to absolutely fucking kill them. We're going to absolutely obliterate them. We're going to murder these Russian light carriers. They're going to be absolutely killed. Yes, Halfman, that is indeed a lot of damage. Excuse me. Folks, you were wondering what I'm doing. I had to check on the dog, because obviously don't want her to be in trouble. And I'm also putting a little bit more logs in my little wood-fired brazier I've got to keep myself warm. It's a lovely little thing. getting nice and toasty while I'm playing Rule the Waves 3. I think I may name the last big surface combatant I plan to build the Halfman class. Would you like that, Halfman? Okay, so what's our thing? So we are in a carrier action, so heavy cap as usual. Two-phase search, and we'll have a night search, please. There we go. So find me what I'm looking for. Okay. Apparently some things were found, but no reports as of yet. No sightings. Come on, boys, find them. Ah, they found us first. That's no good. Oh, they just didn't get through the cap. If we need to find them, where are they? Okay. Widen the search. And turn around so that we yeah, they hit nothing. We've got to find them. They've got to be somewhere. Where are they? Gotcha! Got you, you spawny little git. Right. Found you. We're going to use a heavy escort to push our aircraft through, and we are going to absolutely obliterate the ever-living fuck out of them. Not only with our own aircraft, but presumably our land-based aircraft will also get involved. Ah, those bastards went the other way, did they? Yeah, okay, so they went the other way. Well, they've definitely been hit by missiles. Well, we can hit them again with what we've got on deck, which is fine. And then when the strike returns, we can hit them with the strike that was supposed to hit them. It's fine, though. This is why we have the air bases, to do shit like this. Okay. Our aircraft are attacking. Torpedo bombers and stuff and level bombers are also hitting them. Dive bombers are going in. Torpedo bombers are going in. Our carrier aircraft are finally getting involved. But yeah, we desperately need a we need a strong package to get through that enemy head. Okay, but never mind. We do actually have our. Okay, so let's. Okay, right. That was good at least. Okay, so let's try this again. We know where they are. We know where they're going. Let's get them. I mean, it's not my usual doctrine. My usual doctrine is to hit them with an alpha. I mean, it's what I tried to do when I thought I knew where they were and where they were going. I didn't actually know where they were and where they were going, sadly. I got it wrong. But we will try this again. Let's skip bombed them. Okay. Bomb hit on an enemy carrier. Okay, that's good. There we go. Okay. Some of our fighters managed to get through their cap. That's good. Okay, our Henschels have gotten through. Torpedoes have been released. Dive bombs have been dropped, but no bomb hits, sadly. Oh, another set of bombers is nosing over. Oh, no bomb hits. What a shame. That is very sad. That is very, very sad. Okay. I'm going to drop my cap down to medium. Because I basically need the... Okay, so I need to reposition and rethink. So we're going to head west towards Sakhalin. And we're going to readjust. So we know where they were. Which is in that area. That's where we know they were. So tomorrow morning, that's where we're going to search. We're going to let our air crews repair and rearm our aircraft. And we're going to go into tomorrow hoping for a much better success than we had last time. Now, our airbase at Korsakov did actually manage to deliver some very, very nice strikes against the enemy. Which is nice. But yeah, I also needed the, Okay, sun's coming up. Let's get those aircraft out and searching. Shall we? Okay, fan out those aircraft. Let's see what we find. Oh, they're right there. We know where they are. They're right there. Okay, let's get it done. They are far closer than I thought they were. Luckily, that information can also be relayed to our land-based aircraft as well, who can then hit them, okay? Yeah, we actually hit them. Excellent. Okay, can we do it again? Oh, yes, we absolutely can. It'll have to be light jet fighters doing most of the work, but yeah, we can absolutely hit them again with another strike. Although I should probably look for a new American jet fighter to replace my Blom and Vosses, because they've been doing well, but they are getting a little bit long in the tooth now. Bless them. And now the aircraft from the air bases are getting involved. And now our light jet fighter strike's going in, which is... Yep, there we go. More aircraft going in. Torpedoes have been released. More stuff from our air bases is coming in. Bomb hits on enemy capital ships. I don't know what, if any, damage we're doing. I just do not seem to have the mass. Not nearly as much mass as I would like, sadly. But luckily I know where the enemy carriers are, so we're going to hit them yet again. Yes, I do actually want to update my strike. I want to make sure it's going to the right place. Yeah, so we'll go to the northern side of it, because at least that way, if they go out, they'll at least pass over the carriers if they're coming towards us. There we go. Strike aircraft on the way out. Okay, so we know where they are. They're off towards the east. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where, yeah, we sadly It wasn't the crushing blow that I'd hoped for, but we did manage to inflict some losses, I hope. And the fact we've not lost any carriers while they have possibly had carriers damaged, and we definitely scored some hits on non-carrier assets as well, so... You know, it'll be interesting either way. Okay, yeah, that is a bit annoying. Yeah, so I don't know what we hit with missiles, because we hit a lot of things in missiles apparently, but I guess not. Maybe they mistook near misses for actual hits. I'm not sure. Okay. There we go. Where is... Oh, I need to rename you. You're the B-ning. Which... I have no idea what any of this means, but... It looks nice from my perspective, so that's what I'm calling it. That was a bit of a disappointing action, but... We now have the full 3-carrier force of 2nd Carrier Division in service, and we are going to get our new carriers in less than half a year. And we've also got 3 new destroyers coming out as well, which is a nice bonus. Ah, another carrier battle. Apparently the Russians have more carriers they pulled from somewhere. I may add 1 ship. That's fair. I can add another light cruiser for extra beefing up of the screen. That's fine. Okay, so first thing we need to do is make sure that everything's set up. I'm pretty happy with that. Also, give me a 2-phase search because I want to make absolutely certain that we do not miss them. Okay, we found them. Yeah, this is gonna hurt them. This is really, really gonna hurt them. This is gonna be a lot more painful of a strike than the other ones were. We have a lot more powerful stuff with which to do it. Yep, so that's the... Okay. They've also found us, though. Now, Beaning took a bomb hit. It was a dud, though, so she's alright. There goes our strike on them. And we have to hope that... Okay. Aircraft from our airbase have found the enemy carriers. This is good. As I probably knew they would. It's a pair of light carriers. So I'm really hoping for a good success. So we're going to... So a large strike package has gone out, but I think it's missed them. So we're going to ready another strike package. And we're going to send that in as well. Don't know how much damage we're doing to the enemy carriers. They have definitely embraced the concept of a very heavy cap to protect their carriers. So they have definitely learned from me in that respect. Although it looks like our aircraft have picked up on the whereabouts of the enemy carriers and are coming back via the... Oh my lord, that is That is the land-based aircraft, the sea-based aircraft. Oh, they're all converging at once. Oh, that's gonna sting. That's gonna sting. Oh, that's gonna completely overwhelm their defenses. Oh, good lord. That is gonna sting. That is really gonna sting. Good lord. Oh my god, that is... Oof. Good lord, that's gonna sting. Jiminy Christmas. Good lord, that's just... Good gravy, that's just pain. That really is. Okay, let's recover all our aircraft. There we go. Let's see if we can't hit them again. I'm surprised at the heavy amount of Russian fighters they have to do cap. It's... Yeah. We lost sight of the Russia of the Okay. Okay, so we've got a full set of assets again. Let's see if we can't hit them again. I'm going to see if the Americans have come up with a heavy, a jet attacker and a heavy jet fighter. If they have, then we can add that to our fleet and replace basically everything else on our carriers with it. Hope. Can't find the enemy. Can't find the enemy carriers. Oh, hello. Oh! Those sneaky bloody Russians. They've gone further south. And east. Yeah, the tempo of the sorties is really getting to our carrier-based aviators. Luckily, though, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. No, we'll drop speed to 20. We'll go back down to cruising speed, actually. Okay, yeah, so the enemy has... You know what? I am gonna concede the field. I gain virtually nothing from this. So... Yeah, I'm going to concede the field. I'm going to steam for Gensan in North Korea. Because I gain virtually nothing from this. Steam past my protective line of submarines. And into a safe harbour. Suits me down to the ground. It is a shame we haven't been able to replicate the crushing defeat we inflicted during the defence of North Korea. But... hey-ho. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to conserve my carrier pilots. I'm going to let the land-based aircraft have a crack at them. My carriers have been taking punishing aircraft losses. Because I think the Russians just have better fighters than we do. And that's the thing, they... Unfortunately, we don't seem to be breaking through there. Their cap has gotten pretty good. Whereas ours has... Well, ours is also very good, but... Yeah, we need more aircraft on more carriers to really punch through. And we need jet attackers and jet fighters to really redress the... Because we're not breaking through the cap otherwise. This is what happens. You get to a certain point and carriers, for a while, basically cancel each other out, sadly. Yeah. Although we did inflict more damage on them than they did on us. Right. So. That is where we're going to leave it for today, with the third Sino-Russian war ongoing. We've inflicted heavy losses on the Russian fleet. And reduced them to light carriers only. The challenge now is to reduce those light carriers to wrecks at the bottom of the ocean. Therein lies the plan. And we shall see. But before we actually go, there is one thing I do want to do. I want to look and see if anyone has developed Okay, the US has developed a jet attacker, which is good. I'm going to integrate that into my force immediately. Which means that we will be able to put jet attackers on our aircraft carriers, which will be quite easily able to break through, which the Fuchi hens can take advantage of, given they are jet-capable carriers. I forget how big a carrier has to be to operate those aircraft effectively. Either way, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed playing it. And I'll see you all on Sunday, hopefully, for something. I haven't decided what I'm going to play, but yeah, there will be something on Sunday. Take care, and I'll catch you all next time.